Apollo 17 is known for its iconic picture on the surface of the moon of Jack Schmitt standing next to a rock that had some very interesting features, and we're going to go over that rock today. Would you like to take an interactive virtual tour of this spacecraft, or this spacecraft, or this spacecraft, or even this spacecraft? Well, stay till the end and we'll show you how. In this issue of Spacecraft Guide, we are going back to the surface of the moon with the Apollo 17 astronauts to look at a historic rock and the information that Jack Schmitt and Cernan got here, and also the actual video of them getting that information. Harrison Schmitt took many samples of this rock, and we have pictures of it. And one of the things they found out, and it helped prove the theory, that the actual moon was formed when a planet or something the size of Mars hit Earth, and this was what in the moon was what was left of that planet once it hit the Earth. And the rocks here had a lot of anorthosite. Now, it is an igneous rock that crystallizes and floats to the surface of the moon. Now, what that means is this surface here, it must have been covered with lava, lots of lava and magma. And that's the only way that that rock could be formed and crystallize and then float to the top of this area. So that ocean that we're talking about also had to be extremely deep. Like we're talking to 100 to 1,000 kilometers deep. Now, the problem? There's no more volcanoes on the moon. And the further research from the inside of the moon shows that it's really not volcanically, there's no volcanic eruptions happening. There are moonquakes, but there's no volcanic activity. So where did that come from? Now, on the surface of the Earth, we have active volcanoes, and that's because we have a core of magma. And that core every so often breaks up through the surface and comes out, as you see, as lava. And in this lava rock, that's where the anorthosite, the igneous rock that crystals, floats to the top in this magma, and it forms on the top of the Earth. On the moon, this must have happened millions, almost billions of years ago when the moon was formed. Unfortunately, there is no volcanic activity on the moon anymore. So it must have happened like this is happening now on Earth years and billions and billions of years ago. And because of that, we know that because of the crystals are pretty much the same as Cernan and Harrison Schmitt found, that those igneous rocks being the same mean they had to come from the same place. So one of the other things that we've put on our tour of the moon is now we have video of the excavation of the site. And this is actual video of them collecting the sample. And you can see him by this rock here. And that is Harrison Schmitt. And he's getting his tools out to get onto the rock. So if you are a a Patreon member of the Spacecraft Interactive Virtual Museum, and the link will be down below, you get to see this full video. If you're not, well, you'll just have to wait until you subscribe to our channel. That's all for this week. If you would like to use this interactive virtual reality exhibit on the command module, the lunar module, and the surface of the moon, just go to our Patreon page, and the link will be down below.